shots. And the events of that whole day spent at the mall was maybe a part of you you didn't know you were clinging to, as if that's where the secret had taken its hold most of all. Like a feather that finds its invisible path as it falls. Just beneath the surface there's another one of me, at the root of all my trouble, in the twitch before I speak, with thoughts and revelations even I could not accept. So just beneath the surface is where he will stay kept. Now when you talk about me, do you stick to the memories? Or was I just another victim of the case? The one that went cold on you, the way it was supposed to do. For any detective that hasn't accepted his place and still wanders a city in hopes of it showing its face. Just beneath the surface there's another one of me, at the root of all my trouble, in a twitch before I speak, with thoughts and revelations even I could not accept. So just beneath the surface is where he will stay kept. Between the thoughtless words and the wordless thoughts, between my plotless fears and my fearless plots, between the parts of me I keep from you and the things that I'm just not, the center keeps on drifting, the music never stops. And when the singing is through, there's not much else I can do for you, which might be more than what you'd want and less than you'd expect. From a coded dream, from a final scene, where all the heroes and the villains intersect, and that lost feeling through the credits feels correct. Just beneath the surface there's another one of her, the one I'm taking with me, the one that I prefer. After all her reasons, but right before she left, just beneath the surface is where she will stay kept. Just beneath the surface is where she will stay kept. just my luck, you'd walk into this party. Just my luck, you'd show up with my friends. It's not the words that they reduce me to, or where your life is leading you. It's the same reason that it always has been. Just my luck. Just my luck. I never said I loved you. Just my luck. It completely slipped my mind. It's not my colder-hearted tendencies that keeps you from being here with me, or the universe's brilliant designs. It's just my luck. I spend my whole life moving forwards, but understand it looking back. Like watching last night's tapes in the middle of a game. I should know how this thing works now. I should accept it as a fact, that there's really nothing out there I can blame. Just my luck. This goodbye could get so casual. Just my luck. I still talk like I got a chance. It's not because I do not clearly see that you are finally done with me. No, I figured that out long in advance. And it's not because I don't know this dance. This has happened enough times for us to see. It's not because you're not meant for me. It's just my luck. It is just my luck. It is just my luck. Just my luck.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Grab your cigarettes and follow me out of the living room, and I'll get drunk enough to tell you how I feel about the men that you love and how they all seem to get the best of you. 'Cause if I don't say these things, you know someone will. If that look in your eyes as I slowly go through the evidence gives any insight into the void that can't get filled, then your heart is bigger than any that I hope my voice can stay as clear as I need it to, or that these words take on the nature of a drill, to be set against the frozen sea inside. 'Cause if I don't tell you I'm falling in love, then someone will. Someone will, maybe someday you'll listen to me. But I could be just as you need me up until the guy you say you're looking for sounds like the kind of guy I want. But if you just need someone to hold you right now, then someone will. It's a night like this in the quieter parts of Los Angeles, when you think you see the outline of the beast up in the hills. You might be sitting beside the only person that you could face it with. But if you don't want me after tonight, someone will. I have to believe that someone will. If she listens very carefully to a room of conversation, she can feel the planet orbiting through space. She hears pieces of arguments, beginnings of jokes, and the odd lines of some song she cannot place. And it all makes up an image that resists interpretation, which is lately how she likes to see herself. How she does not believe in accidents, doesn't disagree out loud, and falls in love with every man that she can't help. And she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. But she doesn't know most people feel that same way. If she focuses her energy on just walking through the neighborhood, with depths and shallows nobody could sound, like January Christmas lights under billion-year-old stars, she comes up with more of what is lost than what is found. And by the time that she explains to me just a glimpse of what she's understood, she betrays the meaning, putting it in words. So she smiles to me lovingly and says, just let me hold your hand. So far that's the only way I can let myself be heard. And she thinks most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are. Most people don't know what it takes for me to get through the day. Most people don't talk enough about the love in their hearts. And she doesn't know most people feel that same way. And she thinks most people
Most people don't talk enough about how lucky they are.
most people
Most
don't know
people
what it takes for me to get
don't
through
know what
the
it takes
day.
for me to get through the day.
Most people don't talk enough about the love in their
Talk
hearts.
about the love in their
She
hearts.
doesn't know most people feel that same way. All my mornings start with the alarm clock. Every dream gets stopped before the end. And with each bit I remember, the more the details run together. And I'm left with a message I don't comprehend. I lost contact with the great beyond again. And as I stare over my breakfast and out into the street, I find that sorrow I've been chasing way too often. That the man that stands in front of you is not the sum of all his dreams. But I'm hoping they got something in common. I'm hoping they got something in common. The way that love attacks and then surrenders. The things I mean the most when I say her name. And if he ever speaks of me casually, I hope he does so carefully. 'Cause when you love somebody, everything's to blame. And I don't want her to ever feel ashamed. But all my best kept secrets are the ones I didn't know I had. So I couldn't even tell her if I wanted. That the way that she remembers me is not the way I really am. But I'm hoping they got something in common. I'm hoping they got something in common. I'm hoping they got something in common. So I feel like a man behind a camera who waits patiently for something he won't see. I need to stop giving suggestions and just illuminate the questions. That seems much more accurate to me. To keep the frame as wide as it can be. 'Cause all the love and friends and happiness that ever came my way revealed themselves the moments I stopped watching. 'Cause it's not faith that comes from miracles, but miracles that come from faith. And I know that they got something in common. I'm sure that they got something in common. I know that they got something in common. You can put them on the counter, there with all the other flowers, and help me figure out how to turn off this TV. I'm glad you made the visit, and if you think you got a minute, you should sit and talk till it's time to leave. Is my granddaughter Ruthie still working at the movies? Does she still let all her boyfriends in for free? Does she still stare out of the front door while she's serving people popcorn and talk about how nice today was supposed to be? Oh, that's the love that I came to bear witness to. And the love I'm taking with me when I go. Did you notice walking over at the house down at the corner? There's a dog behind a window that doesn't move. I've seen him staring through the mornings, seen him staring through the evenings, as if time stops till his master's in the room. Oh, and that's the love that I came to bear witness to. And the love I'm taking with me when I go. When I go. Some nights get worse than others, and I start thinking about your mother, and she's here with me, far as I could tell. As if the world revealed its secret, and it's asking me to keep it, like a kid that hears the ocean in a shell. Oh, that's the love that I came to bear witness to. And the love I'm taking with me when I go. The love I'm taking with me when I go. The love I'm taking with me when I go. From the paper umbrellas in both of our drinks, to the stories, to the shadows that walk without us. My account of the details is as clear as you'd think, kept up by friends that still ask about us. Like a famous singer that lost his voice, that we all still want to meet. If our lives were a movie, if our lives were a book, it'd be longer than I'd recommend. 'Cause if you're telling a story, at some point you stop. But stories don't end. The habits of a ghost you can still find in the places you used to. Still reading off cue cards and raising a toast to the stories I still tell about you. But the plot line wanders, versions change, and I don't know where to quit. If I tried to show every side of you through the words of a song, I'd say a fraction of what I'd intend. 'Cause if you're telling a story, at some point you stop. But stories don't end. The next time I see you, and my conscience tells me that the episode is long since been closed, well, he's not the one that gets up every morning and wonders how long a memory keeps its pose, and how much that the man beside you knows, and how much of the toll it's taken shows. Like a famous singer that lost his voice, that we all still want to meet. If I tried, if our lives were a movie, if our lives were a book, it'd be longer than I'd recommend. 'Cause if you're telling a story, at some point you stop, but stories don't end. No, stories don't end. No, stories don't end. They go on and on, just someone stops listening. They go on and on.